as the 788 of Craig Lowndes gets off the line.
Well, here we are in Alice Springs at the Finke Desert Race start-finish complex. Tonight is scrutineering. We had a fantastic street party last night in town where Craig and Dale signed so many autographs we just couldn't count. And tonight it's been much the same. The guys have been working really hard signing things, and the reception from the crowd has just been fantastic. Everyone loves the truck and loves what we've done with the program, and we're really happy with the way people have taken it on board. And I think there's a lot of people that are really supporting us and can't wait to see how the truck's going to go down the track. So it's kind of the calm before the storm tonight, because tomorrow morning we've got an early start for the prologue. Class 7 is one of the first classes away down the track. So we're really going to get the cold air, the water will still be on the track, and the guys will have to really navigate through that. But I can't wait to see how this thing goes, because we walked the track earlier in the week, and I've got to tell you, the track looks really suited to this kind of truck. Not too rough, not too many whoops, and I think it's going to be really fast. So it's going to be exciting, and hold on.
What a journey it's been. Obviously, at the start of the year, we undertook obviously the testing program. We've had 5 tests to get to here. We've come leaps and bounds in where we've started from test 1 to test 5, but really excited. It's now come crunch day. We have to put it on the line. We call it prologue, but for me it's qualifying, and you're the man to call the shots.
I'm hoping it's like the top 10 shootout. I'm hoping we're up the front there, seeing how we go. But yeah, it's an important day. You can say that you're not going to win it, or you can only lose it on prologue day, but that's not actually correct. Your starting position, especially on a dusty course like this, for 230k just on the way up, it can make a big difference. So we'll do our homework and see how we go.
Looking forward to it. The crowd's just starting to mingle around, so bring it on.
How are you feeling ahead of prologue?
Yeah, really good. I think that having that sort of observation lap really sort of showed where the puddles are still laying, but of course we were one of the first to go through, so I'm not sure what the other cars and trucks and buggies did, but really excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
First time for you in this kind of race format. I mean, how do you attack this?
I think Dale and I talked about it. He's used to the rally term prologue. I'm used to the term qualifying. He then said, it's like a top 10 shootout. So that's the mindset I'm at the moment.
And just that pre-running on the track, just give us a bit of a snapshot of what it's looking like.
It's not too bad in some sections. There's areas early in the week that was still wet that's now dried out, so that's a good thing. But again, don't know what they've done with those puddles, whether they've sprayed some water up on the berms. But look, we'll take it what we can see.
And the first car is off, so we wish you guys all the best for today.
Cheers, thank you.
Class 8 right in, 150. 10 right. Becomes 8 right. Very long at the tyres. So up to 10 right, 200. Right entry at Arrows. Into tight 5 left.
Got it.
Yep, you're right. Tight 5 left loops, no berm. Staying in tight on this one, 5 left loops, no berm. Stay out after the flat hump, then the 9 right. Into cut 9 left. Into 8 right. Through finish. Good job, 5:55. Nice work, buddy. Go the big Chevy, eh? Made a few good jumps in that one. Pulls the mail though, doesn't it?
Pretty good. I think we had a siding lap, and then of course once you get like 100, 150 buggies and trucks and everything go by, it was a little bit different in our prologue time. The sort of water dispersed, but being a hard pack, it actually sort of spread, and it was a little bit like an ice skating ring. So we had to be a little bit careful on some sections, but we had some good whoop sections where we got a bit of air, but otherwise the truck went great.
Yeah, we got to try it out really for the first time in anger, if you want to call it that, and yeah, there's so much excitement in the lead up to it, so it's fantastic to get going. It is like a racetrack out there, so we could take racing lines and felt quite comfortable in the truck. So yeah, it's made me look really looking forward to it now.
It's like most race teams, you sort of do you cross your T's and dot the I's, and we did a couple of checks. You know, the hydraulic bump stops, we actually tried to gas them up as much as we could, which actually did help over those rhythm sections, just the front more so. A couple of times we approached the rhythm section, and the first couple were quite good, but we carried a little bit too much speed. So by the time we got to the fourth and fifth whoop, it just started to get out a little bit of sync. But again, those hydraulics really took the pounding, and we got it under control. And I've got to say, it's again, just gives us a lot of confidence going into the race.
Yeah, we've only got about 10, 12,000 of them to go. So yeah, look, it is about finding your rhythm and your speed and what your equipment can do through that. So yeah, there's still a lot of learnings to do in that. The first part of the course is always really tricky. So we've got good notes for it. It's quite blind in between the trees and quite deceptive in those areas. So yeah, we'll try and get up to speed as quick as we can.
And I think the other thing though is that, like with the prologue, we go first, and then the trophy trucks and others go later. Come race day, the trophy trucks go first. So what we've learned earlier in the week, Dale made a mention of this, the track does evolve and does change. So we've just sort of somewhat got to drive to what we can see, and hopefully some of those water puddles that we encountered early in the week, the trophy trucks disperse all that, and we have a bit of a drier run than what we thought we would.
As you know, we lost Matty a couple of weeks ago now. We felt that it was appropriate to acknowledge the contribution you made to the company. We did launch an internal GoFundMe page last week to raise funds for Matt's family's chosen charity, which is brain cancer related. And I think in the first day we raised something like $2,000. So you know, and the company is going to match those contributions to a total of $5,000 over the next couple of weeks. So we did go ahead and prepare a little decal here, which we're going to place on the race car this afternoon. Yeah, just you know, here's to the memory of Matty Richards.
So here we are, it's race day one. What a journey to get here. You've probably heard us say it 1,000 times of the journey, but maybe that tells us something of how hard everyone's had to work to be here. It's a beautiful morning, enough of relaxing and off we go. Car's currently warming up. We're really happy with our result yesterday from Prologue. Being first in class was a massive success, and very happily for us ahead of all our main competitors. So we're pleased with that. We did some work yesterday afternoon, final adjustments, tidied the car up, did all the things that you do, the service station job, check the oils and water, and pump the tyres up. So we're all happy. Drivers have had a good sleep. Crews had no sleep. We're loving it and we're ready to go.
As the 788 of Craig Lowndes gets off the line, 7-time champion.
How good is that? The massive big Chev truck. And this is essentially a production street car. See this rig out there, and again, what a personality. It's the right man for the task.
Oh, Craig 400. Told you we can brab through this. Now, he hasn't seen us watching. Watch it, turn right over. To 9 right, into 9 left on, grey out.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Craig Lowndes making their way in, and look at that. Wow, the suspension really working. But he's going to be very happy with this, and Chevy take the first blow. Oh, even get some four-wheel action there. All four off the air. Off the ground, sorry, in the air, as he makes it through the iconic Fink riverbed.
That's wild, isn't it, Josh? Absolutely using every last bit of, and even surpassing the suspension travel on that Chevy Silverado, but moving along very nicely there.
You have to be happy with that.
Absolutely, mate.
2 hours, 56 minutes, 16 seconds. Nice job, bud. Under 3. Not bad for the first attempt, is it? No.
Lounsey, this is your first time coming to Finke. How was that run?
Yeah, pretty good. I think we actually were underdrove it a little bit. You never know what's going to happen, and of course you sort of encounter so many different terrains. You know, you got the sandy side, and then you got the rock section. You got some dips, jumps, everything going on in that course of that 225 kilometres. So a lot of notes from Dale, which is really good because it's sort of I can know what's around the corner or what I'm going to encounter. But of course, knowing that there's so many trucks and buggies and everything else side by sides that have been in front of us, it still chews up the sand. So whatever we learned earlier in the week, we're still going to encounter what we got today. And again, it's going to be very different going the other way. So proud to be down here. Great to have the Silverado finally get its first run down. I know that the team are really delighted because there's been a lot of effort, a lot of love put into this, and again to be able to, I suppose, reward them back at home as well as with the crew that are here this weekend, that we've finally got to Finke. Well, this was day one, obviously run from Alice Springs down to Apachula. We're here, we're in one piece, and I've got to say it's been actually a good adventure for me because I've never done it before. Going out of the obviously stadium, then you sort of hit the track. There was mud, there was whoops, there was bumps, there was sand, rocks. We had everything and we encountered everything. I think what for me the good thing and the positive thing going in tomorrow is we now know what the limit of the truck is. We had a couple of good air shots, but really for Dale and his notes were invaluable, like just to know what's around the corner. There was a couple of times where you said that, you know, take it easy, we've blown out of this before, and all there is tree line. So a lot of great information coming from Dale's side, and yeah, touch wood, we had a great run and let's get home.
Yeah, I'd have to say happy from my side too. Like, it was interesting. We'd done a little bit of testing, hadn't we? But we didn't really know what the limits were because Finke is very, very unique as a race. But yeah, I think we can take all the learnings from today. The boys have checked over everything. No major work needing to be done on the big Sherman tank. So yeah, pretty happy with how it all went, and looking forward to getting back to Alice tomorrow.
Crossroads into Main Bright Rump. 10 right 50. Oops. 70. Left down. Straight 400. Oh, that's good. No. Bugger. Just pull down to this road here. 8 left, yeah, no, I've got my up bin.
Unfortunately, I've got to say that, of course, well, did we get to the 35-ish? 37 mark, and we had a front suspension issue. So, unfortunately, we had to retire the Silverado. We just couldn't quite get to all the way to the end. But, you know, look, it's been a hell of a journey for me because it's my first time. It's been great to support the GMSV crew. It's a 2-year program in the making, and really, I'm very privileged to at least pilot it. We got 2 of the 3 stages. We got prologue, we got the rundown. We just didn't quite get the final stage, but yeah, it's been great also to work with Dale. Look, we come into this weekend with, you know, not really understanding the expectations of what we really wanted to achieve. I think we excelled that. Yep. You know, we set one of the fastest prologue times for a production car. We got the record going down. We just didn't quite get the return leg. So, you know, you tick a number of boxes in all that side of it. And again, it's been a passion of love. Yeah, you look at the other camp, they've had choppers, they've had everything. They threw everything at it. You know, we just had this crew here and the crew back at home.
Look, I think looking from the outside in, I think people could, you know, be expecting that there was this Ford, Chevy, Holden type, you know, rivalry, and I guess there is, but it didn't start that way. This project and idea and concept came from well before that. So yeah, it's all snowballed into that now, which is great. I mean, that's what brings the fans and everyone else in, and you know, it's amazing to be able to bring them in and see and support the fun that we're having along the way and the products that we have. So yeah, for all of us, that's exciting, I guess. So yeah, maybe it puts some pressure on to come back and do it again, bigger and better, and that's always the aim, I guess. So yeah, the bar keeps raising higher, and that's what in every form of motorsport leads to development, etc. So yeah, we're loving it. It's a passion, love project for the whole brand. So the main thing for us is we had a whole lot of fun along the way. We really, really did. It's been amazing working with all of the team, and you know, being involved with a brand and such as this. It's been quite special for me too. We're both fortunate enough to have done a lot of cool motorsport stuff in our time, and this event is amazing. It is such an amazing event. As Craig said, the fans along the way, the fans at the show on Thursday night, Friday night, the whole trip along the way has been awesome, and we've really enjoyed ourselves. So yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, the Cosgroves have been fantastic. Obviously, this is their campsite. You know, they've obviously accommodated us really well, and also down the Apatula end. So that's been a fantastic association. You know, Billy Geddes and other like the community in the rally scene is very different, vastly different to supercars. It's a little bit more cutthroat in that world, but this world is all about getting everyone to the finish. Even when we actually had that issue, we pulled off the track, that we had a number of other teams and support vehicles pull up, make sure we're okay, good, yep, no, do you need anything? So that's a difference, I suppose, between the rally scene and supercars. But I also have to emphasise, when I say the family at GMSV, it's not just the group that's here, it's everyone back home. Everyone has been part of this, the logistics team, it's been everything. Rampex, it's been fantastic to have you and Richie on board, and so it's been very much a huge team effort, and it's not the ground crew, it's everyone back at home. So as I said, I'm very proud to be able to pilot the vehicle, but it has been a hell of a journey.
It's obviously a tough day in the end, like really tough day. But we were punching so far above our weight for the last couple of days. Everyone should be very proud of where we've been, and to get to where we have been already is an amazing achievement, I think. If anybody had told us we'd be sitting where we were last night, I'm not too sure I would have believed it, to be completely honest. But so it's been great. Today's what it is. For everybody that goes racing, we all know there'll be plenty more of these ones. But they do hurt, and for those of you who haven't been through it that are hurting, we understand, and together everyone as a group can give each other a pat on the back, because everyone should be very proud of what's been achieved.
Yeah, so I always followed this race. Like I've been competing now for 30 years, and to me this is the highlight of this type of racing in Australia. It's like the Dakar that we have here. The amount of time, money, investment, whether you're a global corporation like this, or whether you're the guy on a motorbike who's asking his mates to borrow $50 to get fuel to get here, everybody is striving for what's called a GAN spike. And that's what the organisers give you when you finish. They don't care about the checks, the trophies, all that. You go home and you show your mates a GAN spike because you achieve something and go to the finish. So we had a concept that all of you guys obviously have worked as hard as I ever have for any motorsport event. You've been going on for as long as you have to build this program, and you all delivered, absolutely delivered, and you deserve the spike as much as we did, so that's cool. Yeah, we put something together that I hope means as much to you as it does to us when you achieve something like that.